Hello. We are now in March, which means I need to choose my March TBR. I feel like in February, I did a decent job of pulling from both my February TBR and my quarterly type of TBR that I set for myself. I finished two out of the six books that I had on my February TBR, and I'm in the middle of one right now as we're filming this on March 1st. So honestly, I'll take it. I'm mostly a mood reader, but I really am trying to prioritize getting some books off of my TBR, which is kind of the point of these TBR videos. So I definitely did that in February, so I'm not complaining. For March, however, I decided that I wanted to read one classic, and I already chose it. I'm reading Emma by Jane Austen. I read Wuthering Heights in February and I really loved it. It was a reread, but it was a classic nonetheless. And so I decided I just want to start dipping my toes back into classics and really engaging with it. So I've decided that I really want to try to do one classic per month. So for the month of March, we have Emma. That's the first book on this TBR. And now we're going to choose the rest of my TBR. I wanted to do something a bit different than the number generator or spin wheel prompts and stuff like that. I didn't really want to go the route of using a prompt or using any type of prompts for this month. I just wanted to try something different. And I saw this video by Bria. It's a pretty old video, I think maybe like a year ago. But she let her name choose her TBR for I think a week. And I thought that that was such a fun idea. My name is Shannon, and I'm going to use my name to choose my February TBR, but I'm not using any duplicate letters. So I'm only using one N. Shen. Oh, N. Okay, no. There's a triplicate letter. So there are three N's. I'm only using one N. But every other letter, I'm getting one book per letter in my name. So first letter is S. This shelf here is my priority CBR. And this shelf I could pull from. I could also pull from this next shelf that you cannot see. But I'm really going to try to pull from these two shelves. Okay, yeah, these are our main options. I have three here. So the first one is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I've never read any Ashley Poston, and this one sounds really cute. I've definitely heard very mixed reviews about it, but I'm definitely willing to give it a chance. And if I need like a romance break sometime during the month, I feel like this could be a fun one. This one is very. I've made my choice. I've made my choice, it seems. I want to read this so badly. This is Seeing Other People by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broker. Love them, first of all. And I just, this, the premise of this book sounds so fascinating to me. I think I will eat this up and I will really like it. So, and the last option is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I also really, really, really want to read this one, but this one is a little bit more intimidating. I think I really want to try to get to it this month regardless. This one is more fantasy slash speculative fiction from what I can tell, but and is it also young adult? Which I feel like could just be such a good time. I can read this if I want. Literally, it's not even that serious. I'm going to choose this one because I feel like there's a video idea that I really want to do this month that I can squeeze seeing other people into. So this is the Facebook on our TBR. Well, technically the second. Next we have H. I think H is a bit of a difficult letter to find a book for, to be honest, because yeah, H is just kind of random, and if it's not clear, I definitely have not um prepared with the letters at all. This is as random to me as it is for you. So oh, we do have one. I'm shocked. I really thought that this was going to be a bit of a dud. I'm not counting and I'm not counting A if I have no other option. So this is The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. This this is a contemporary fiction about a young orphan in Ireland coming into his own and finding himself and his friendship with another young boy. And I feel like this is going to be so good. Oh my god! By the New York Times best-selling author of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. One of the best books I've literally ever read in my youth. I haven't read it since I was probably 13, so I don't know how it holds up. But yeah, definitely. This is the next book on the TBR. That's crazy. So I'm going to cry. Great. Can't wait. Next, we have A. I feel like A is pretty easy. I have a lot of books that start with A. Guys, there was a spider in my study this morning, like a gigantic spider, and I actually almost passed out. So right now I feel very anxious. There's a really anxious, tense energy in the room right now. I hope you don't feel it. I sure feel it though. Okay, we have a couple options. So we have All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. This is a thriller. Uh, hmm. I have no real strong feelings, but I feel like it could be fun to throw a thriller in there. I didn't read a thriller in February, but I think I read one in January and I really liked it. Thriller just isn't one of my top genres, so I don't really usually reach for it, but I'm not unwilling. A Thousand Ships, this is a Greek mythology retelling from the perspective of the woman in the Trojan War. This is by Natalie Haynes, and it has been on my TBR for an extremely long time. So I feel like I owe it to myself to maybe pick this one up. This one is definitely one of the older ones on my TBR. All the Lights We Cannot See by Anthony Noah. This might actually be the oldest, or definitely one of the top five oldest books on my TBR. I actually read this. I think I read like majority of it, and then it was while I was in school, in high school. I don't know if I ever really finished it to be honest, but I definitely can't remember it. So it's still here. I don't know if that's the vibe. Next, we have A View of the Empire at Sunset. This one I just picked up on a whim because I feel like it's very relatable in some little ways. It's about this woman named Gwendolyn who is native to Dominica, which is where I got engaged. That's where my husband's family is from. And she lives in London now and she's visiting Dominica. And it might change some perspectives for you. So I'm not sure about this one, but I will read it eventually. A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. I don't think I'll pick this one up because I'm still reading the Bridge Kingdom series by her. I don't really love to be in the middle of a lot of series at the same time, so I don't think I'll do that one quite yet. And then we have A Song to Drown Rivers by Anne Liang. I almost picked this one up last month actually, and then I didn't because it felt very similar to another book that I read in February, which was A Land So Wide by Erin A. Craig. And I didn't really end up liking that one too much. So I didn't pick. Oh, wow, this is stunning. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, it's yeah. I do remember why I didn't pick this one up. I don't think I'm in the mood for it quite yet. I need to get Alonso Wide out of my head before because I fear we will have like some comparison issues with this one. So I guess by process of elimination, A Thousand Ships by Natalie Haynes. I feel very good about this one. I would love to actually get this off of my TBR. I started reading it some years ago and never finished it for could be an array of reasons. I DNF books all of the time, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to get back into it. Okay, N. So our phrase N. This is our second to last letter. Um, I really don't want to read that. Oh, oh, oh no! Please tell me there's something else. Okay, no, I am out of luck. Okay, the first one that I picked up with N is Next Door Nemesis. This is a romance that I was using as a treadmill read sometime last year, maybe around the same time. It just really didn't do it for me, to be honest. I'm surprised I haven't unhauled this yet. Yeah, no. Our literal only other option is this book that I have truly been avoiding like the plague. I'm kind of terrified because of two reasons. Because of how sad I think it might make me, but equally, I am terrified of it not meeting the expectations that I have because I have really, really high expectations for this. That is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I never even started this, I don't think. No, and I've had it for many years at this point, maybe like 4 years I've had it. Um I've read two Kristen Hanna books before and I loved both of them. I read um Firefly Lane and The Great Alone. The Great Alone was a 5-star read and Firefly Lane was 4.5. So it's not that I don't have any faith in her as an author. I definitely do. I'm just terrified. I am terrified, but we don't have a choice, I guess. So, okay. And last but finally not least, we have O. Okay, we actually have two romance options for this one, which is lovely. Both of which I really want to read. So the first one is One Last Shot by Betty Coyote or Coyote. Coyote. Um, this is a second chance romance, one that got away type of thing. Ooh, Emily Wibley and Austin Sigmund Brooker have a endorsement in the back of this. Deeply romantic. The ultimate second chance romance full of swoon-worthy chemistry and raw emotion. Love that. But these two are really similar, so I'm not sure what is going to be the deciding factor right now. I like this one. I just read the back of it again. Okay, so we have our stock here. Let's go through it. Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, A Thousand Ships by Natalie Haynes, God's Invisible Furies by John Boyne, Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and last but not least, Emma by Jane Austen. I'm so excited about the CBR actually. It ended up really coming together. There are some intimidating there are some intimidating reads on here and there are some books that I have absolutely been putting off quite intentionally. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the books that we ended up picking and I feel like if I end up reading all of these, it will be a really, really good reading month. So happy March. I'm so excited to read and bring you all along with me this month. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.